Hello. Welcome to Ask Ashley. Good morning. I apologize for this. It hates me. It hates me deeply, but it's healing and I'm trying not to cover it up with makeup to make it angrier. So we just gotta live and let live. So Sierra is not hanging out with me today, so I will be a one-woman show. So please give me some grace as I try to juggle it all at the same time. But welcome to Ask Ashley. And this is where you ask me your crochet questions or crochet business questions or personal questions or whatever, and I answer them. And it's a party and we have a good time and we do it every week. And this month it is on Thursdays at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. But next month, May be different. I haven't chosen a day yet for next month, but I will let you guys know ASAP so you can mentally prepare and put that on your schedule and get it in your planners and stuff so you guys can prepare for them. Anytime that you are able to educate yourself on your business or surround yourself with like-minded people who are chatting and brainstorming and talking about similar goals, you will grow. The most important thing is that you take action. So grab a piece of paper, or if you use one of my planners, go to the notes page. Each day comes with a notes page, and get ready to jot down whatever comes to your brain while I'm chatting. It might not even be what I said. I might be talking about something else, but then it's going to spark an idea in your brain, and you're going to want to write that down so you can have it for later. Also, the action of writing it down is going to help you retain the information so you can recall on it when you need it in the future. So grab a pen and paper or your notebook and let's get started. We already have a few questions coming in. I'm not going to waste another second, and we're going to start answering them. But I am going to be doing this on my own. Hi, Gen X Stitch. I'm so glad that you love them. So if it's a little choppy, it's because I am a one-woman show this morning. But here we go. Sarah, oh, here I can just share it. Man, what is this, my first time? I'm in Crochet Boss Academy. When promoting my email list at my market next weekend, should I offer 10% off their order if they sign up at the market? They would also get my coloring page freebie too. Absolutely, Sarah. I think that's a great idea. I think if you are able to have that different, like 10% of your profits cut into, and it still be monetarily profitable for you, that's a really good thing to do, because who wouldn't do that? Who wouldn't sign up to get 10% off? Now you need to have them, I would have a QR code and let them scan the QR code and it takes them to your sign up page. And then they put in their name and email. And then on the automatic email that gets sent to them with the thank you, here's your freebie, that email, I would say, what I would do, I would make it fun, and I would edit that automatic email just for this weekend, and then I would go back and take it back off. But I would make it say the secret passcode is biscuits, and then the person said, when they come to check out, they're like, what's the secret passcode? And they'll be like, and the people who signed up will know what you're talking about, and they'll be like, biscuits, and then they get 10% off. It could be fun if that fits with your brand tone and personality type. So that's something to think about. But yes, I think that is a great way to get ideal customer people on your email list. You said that you're giving away the coloring sheet freebie too. I hope that your plan is to have your booth set up very ideal customer specific. You can take, if you have things that you've had for a while and you need to get rid of them, you can take them still, but try to make sure the majority of your booth is ideal customer specific. I'm assuming you sell kids things. Make it kid friendly. Set eye-catching things down lower so kids will see them. Set some stuff, like if this is your booth, and this is where people walk by, set some stuff out here on the edge so kids can see it and it will grab their attention and they will come in and be like, mommy, buy me that thing. So those were my quick tips for those. Thank you, Sarah, for your question. Super Softball says, I've been debating starting a blog for posts such as 10 best gifts to celebrate mom and 5 ways to declutter your home, etc., to feature my products. I'm not sure how to go about those thoughts. So Super Softball 2024, you can start a blog. You want your blog to be ideal customer specific. So yours sounds like it would be a mom blog. I want to tell you, having a blog is almost like having a whole nother business. So that is something that you would need to keep in mind. But it takes about 2 years to build it up. But once you do that, you can monetize it by getting ads on your website. So when you go to my website and go to craftyconcept.com/free patterns or click on anything, and there's going to be ads all over the place. That's how I make money. Yes, it's inconvenient. Yes, it's a little bit annoying. If you don't want ads, you can pay for the PDFs. That's why it's set up that way. But if you are able to see past the ads, you're able to engage with my content for free, because I make money via the ads, and that's what helps support my business and my family. It's one of my top 3 biggest money generators is the ads on my blog. So it's extremely profitable. It's something that I can leave to Ava. It's something that if something were to happen to me, everything that's already on the internet would still be generating income for my family, right? It's a very good thing to add to your business, but it's very hard. It's very time consuming. There's a gigantic learning curve. So you need to know what season of life you're in and what season of business you're in, and see if you can add this gigantic task on. It's not simple. And you need to be consistent. You need to get on a schedule. We are posting regularly. My goal, I'm not there yet, is 3 times a week. New blog posts 3 times a week. We get about 2 on a good week, but most weeks is 1, and then sometimes we skip weeks. So and I have 2 assistants. Imagine that. I have 2 assistants, and I'm still not able to get my goal of 3 blog posts a week. So keep that in mind. But it's very lucrative, and I love that I make money that way. I love thinking of ways to do more things on my blog. You know what I mean? It's a very good part. It's one of my favorite parts of my business: my blog, my Etsy shop, and my Crochet Boss Academy. Those are the 3 top money makers for me. Those 3 things are what support my business and my family. And they're very special to me. They're very important to me. And I love the idea of other people having a blog. And you can have a blog as a finished piece seller to do what Super Softball 24 said, which is promote her products through her blog. Now, your goal would be for your blog post to show up in Google searches. So if you made a blog post that said how to declutter your home, I would hope that you sold organizational things or cleaning things, and you would want your blog post to be set up in a way that would show up on Google searches and on Pinterest searches, things like that, to get people who are trying to declutter their home to your blog posts, but then they see your baskets that you sell, and then they want to buy your baskets. And you can also promote other things like Amazon affiliate links. If you are a blogger, it makes sense to become an Amazon affiliate. So maybe you said 5 ways to declutter your home. One is with nesting baskets, and they're cute and they're versatile and they hold lots of things. One is with a plastic bag holder. These are crochet patterns on my blog. One is with maybe you show them how to use a jar with a lid to store their crafty facial rounds, keep them from getting dirt on them or things that's in the air, whatever. And then so you've got 3 things that are crochet specific, and then maybe you do 2 things that are not crochet specific, and you say, these are my favorite glass bottles for putting my cleaner in, my counter cleaner, because it's aesthetically pleasing. And you can be promoting your rags. If you sell washcloths, you could have a picture of the spray bottle next to a washcloth, and you're talking about the spray bottle, but your washcloth is in the frame, and you say, these are my favorite spray bottles to put my counter cleaner in. I make my own counter cleaner, and this is where the spray bottles that I get, here you can get them on Amazon, and you can link to an Amazon affiliate link. So if they buy it from Amazon, you get a commission from Amazon. So I'm telling you, it's a whole business all on its own. And you can take it as big or as small as you want. It is possible. You can do it, and you can do it really well. If this sounds exhausting to you and you're like, never mind, I did not, that is not what I was wanting or thinking at all, that I don't want to do any of that. I just want to sell my crochet things. That is way too much work. If that was going through your mind, you can also send things like this: 10 best gifts to celebrate mom, or 5 ways to declutter your home, as emails to your email list. So if you create an email list, those would be 2 excellent emails that you could send out to your email list to serve the people on your email list. And then you could say 10 best gifts to celebrate mom. All 10 of those would make excellent. If you wrote an email with 10 best gifts and a little blurb about each one of those 10 things would make an excellent Instagram post. So you pull from those 10 things, you make Instagram posts for each one of them. Then you send the entire thing out as an email. You tell the people in your Instagram post, I sent out a whole list of 9 other things just like this. Subscribe to my email list here to get the full list of 10 things, right? You would have 10 email list promotion Instagram posts by taking them one at a time and posting them on Instagram. You can also use it as a freebie to get people to sign up to your email list. Click here to sign up to my email list and get my 10 best gifts to celebrate mom gift guide. And then you send them the PDF. It's a PDF instead of a blog post. So there's all kinds of things that you can do. You could also put it on a blog post if you wanted to. You could do all of it. It's called repurposing. We're working smarter, not harder. You write the content once and then you repurpose it all over the place. You can absolutely do that. But you do not have to have a blog post to put out content like this. That's my main thought. Same with 5 ways to declutter your home. That's 5 different Instagram posts. That would make an excellent email list. 5 ways to declutter your home would be an excellent email to send out during either January for like New Year, New You, people want to clean their home, or springtime for all spring cleaning, right? Getting ready for summer. It's into the school year, time to get rid of their kids' clothes and get them new clothes, switching out from winter to summer clothes, time to spring clean, right? So that would be an excellent time to share stuff like this. And you can get more information about when to share certain things like that if you look at this one. It's 1 of 3 content calendar. This thing has all kinds of seasonally appropriate ideas to help you serve your ideal customer with your current business in a way that's seasonally appropriate and serves them well and sets you up as the friend with such good advice all the time, right? That's how this sets you up. You can get this for free by going to craftyconcept.com/content calendar. Boop, there it is. You can get it for free, or you can purchase the printed one that I have here by going to craftyconcept.com/printed calendar. I'm 95% sure that's what it is. But not 100. So we'll go with that. But thank you for your question. I hope that was helpful. It's kind of long-winded. That's kind of my jam. Long-winded answers. Okay. Umber says, my account has been put on reserve and they say I'm not in good standing. Should I be worried? I only sell digital items. So Umber, did you just open your Etsy shop within the last 2 weeks? Is it a brand new Etsy shop? That would be my first question. That's fun. Biscuits. Oh, Sarah, that's so cool. Please take a picture. Are you somehow getting them some sort of, like, what is your dirt situation? Are you having a dirt situation, or are you having like a farmer's market for kids where they don't like dig them up, but they get them from like a basket, you know what I mean? But how cool would it be if you could make it where they could dig them up and you had like a big crochet pillow with holes in it, almost like cup holders, and then they fit? That would be really bougie. I could do that. I would know how to do that, but it would be very bougie, but it would be really cool and fun. People would love that. Welcome, Christina. Umber, mine was 2 and I sell finished pieces. Okay. Hi, Josie. So I'm wondering if Umber had opened her shop recently, because if you have opened your shop recently, your shop, they suspend all of them. When you first open a shop now, they suspend all of them. And the reason they do that is because back in 2020, people started opening Etsy shops to sell masks to take advantage of the pandemic, and then never sent out masks. They closed their shop after they made thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars even, and got everybody's money. They closed their shop. They were scamming people. And Etsy was like, well, we got to do something to prevent people from doing that. So they put your shop on reserve or whatever for a couple weeks, up to a couple weeks, because they're trying to make sure you're a real person and you're not scamming people. It usually will fix within a couple of business days, but it could go up to 2 weeks. Very, very common for that to be happening. 3 months old. Okay, Umber, did you share a digital download for a copyrighted thing? Like Disney, Taylor Swift, the word onesie. What do you sell? Anything like coloring sheet? Anything that's copied? Do you sell? Are you a crochet pattern designer and you put out a bluey pattern? Anything like that? If it was copyright infringement, they will shut you down faster than Dale Earnhardt at the NASCAR. I don't know sports or NASCAR references. Really, really fast. That's my point. But did you have a You're funny. I'm glad that you like it. Did you have a copyrighted thing, Umber? Because that might have been why they shut you down. Actually, my Etsy shop is still suspended, and I started the setup process a month ago. I've emailed them, and I'm still waiting. Yeah, onesie is copyrighted. The word onesie. You have to say bodysuit. It's ridiculous. I mean, whatever. To each their own. My opinion is it's ridiculous. But others' opinions is like that's smart. They're protecting their intellectual property. So to each their own. Um, Susie said her shop was also suspended, and you've emailed them. Do you keep emailing them, Susie? I would keep emailing them. Umber, do you sell crochet patterns? 3 months ago, it was suspended. Did you get an email that told you check your spam, check your junk? They might be telling you why. Why? I was laughing at Dara, not you, Umber. They might be telling you why it was suspended. Did they tell you why it was suspended? Either Umber or Susie, did either of them tell you why it was suspended? My best advice would be keep reaching out to them. Email the living daylights out of them. Don't stop. And you can also call them. Find the number. Don't stop. Be annoying, and they will fix it. They should fix it. Ugh. Okay, let's go back to questions. I only see one more. Let me make sure I didn't miss any. Sorry, it's just me today. Good afternoon, Faye. Okay, finally made it to live. Umber, awesome. Okay, I'm with veggies basket. I've ordered content calendar. Etsy shop is still okay. They said allow 2 weeks for a response, no information. Mine they placed a reserve on my payment account. Cheryl, yours is a new shop, yes? You're inside of Crochet Boss Academy. Yours is a new shop. No, Umber is not alone. It's pretty common, especially for new shops. But I've not heard much of it for like seasoned shops. But maybe they're doing some like house cleaning or something. Opened in January. Okay, pretty old too. Just keep reaching out to support. That's the best advice that I can give you. Keep reaching out to them and be annoying, and hopefully they'll fix it for you. Sorry, Dr. Pepper makes me really burpy. Okay, this basket ugh, is from where am I? This is from Target, and it has a lid, and I love it so much. It's from Target. In the kids, it's the pillow fort section, so like for kids' rooms. Sorry. Do you know if there's a list of copyright words that will bump you? I had no idea I can't use onesie. Debbie, you would have to Google. You would have to search the. You have to Google it. There, you can go to like maybe it's trademarked. Maybe that's why onesie is trademarked. Let me see. Let's just hang on. I'll share my screen. You guys can be asking me your other questions while I'm doing this because I don't have any other ones anyway right now. So it's okay for me to do something like this to try to figure this out real quick. Google.com. I'm going to share my screen. Okay, I just Googled copyright words you can't use on Etsy. There's a trademark website. Yes, there is a trademark website. That was going to be my first thought. But then I thought maybe there would be like a blog post or something that somebody had written. Uh, what is copyright? How do I know if something is copywritten? Here we go. If it's on Etsy, it's copywritten. Okay, wait. Okay, I did know that. No, this isn't helpful. This is telling you something different. Maybe the word trademark. Let me see. Let me go back to Google and say, is the word okay, 1D. Maybe it's trademarked. That's the things that you can't do. Okay. You got to look for trademarks. That's what it is. Okay. Hmm. Yeah, anything that's Disney, anything that I mean, like, obviously the main ones, but onesie is a little bit the word Velcro is trademarked, copyright I don't know, we can't use the word Velcro. I guess trademarked is the word that we're supposed to be using. Taylor might know if there's, like, some sort of I was trying to find, like, a list that was helpful for handmade people specifically. Like, people who make handmade things, where is a list of things that we need to be protected from? Yeah, it's trademarks. Both you can't do infringement on either. So copyright would be like, don't don't sell Mickey Mouse things. That's a copyrighted character. It might also be a trademark character. I don't know. I'm not analytical, so I'm a big picture gal. Christina, missed your question. I didn't see a question. I said that you saw that you missed the live and you told me who your ideal customer was, but I didn't see a question. Do you recommend I start my Etsy shop before that? Oh, yes. Yes, I do. Yes, I recommend you start your Etsy shop before that because they are going to want to say, can I shop on it? Do you have a store? I can't buy it right now, but do you have a store? And you give them your business card and you say, yes, I do. Should I only sell items at that fair that I can use for my Etsy store? You only want to sell items at your fair that are ideal customer specific. You don't want to make or sell anything anytime ever that is not ideal customer specific. Thank you for reminding me that you had a question because I did not see it. Okay. Etsy deactivated my first listing right after I opened a shop, a known listing. They said because it violated prohibited items, drug paraphernalia in particular. What kind of gnome was you sharing, Gen X Stitch? The only phrase I can come up that may have triggered this is a smoke vape free home. What was your gnome like holding something? I think you could probably just, what's it called when you, like, argue it? You say, "No, that you're wrong," and then they'd be like, "Oh, you're right, we were wrong," because it could have been flagged by a computer, but when you get a human looking at it, they can make a better decision. But if it wasn't like a gnome holding, like, a joint or something, but I see joint things all the time, and vape thing I don't understand. Gnome. I would definitely ask them for sure. I would say, "Hey, this was, um, taken down." That's super weird. Oh yeah. So Susie, you're that's true. For the if it's holding your money, if you didn't confirm the plaid thing, that will happen. The Etsy did that a couple years ago, and you have to give your bank information, and it's scary, but I've never had any issues. If you're worried about it, maybe open a separate bank account that's just for your Etsy things. But yes, you have to confirm that and like do a little mini deposit and tell them how much money was put in, or they won't be able to ever send you your money if they don't have the all the information for your bank. They won't be able to send you money, so they will be holding your funds because they can't send it to you because you didn't tell them where to send it fully. Thank you, Susie, for checking that so quickly and letting us know as a group. That's going to help a lot of people. I expect it will be rectified. There we go, rectified shortly. Now you're not wrong. I respect that as well. um Hi, most of my items are winter, Christmas, Halloween. When should I start my Etsy shop this year? Thank you. Immediately. You should start your Etsy shop immediately, because you need to be building it up. You need to be getting your listings on there. You need to be generating sales. You need to be creating some search engine optimization juice. I would do it immediately. And you can do a Christmas in July sale. April, May, June, July. Yeah, if you got it up and running, you could sell some Christmas themed things for a Christmas in July sale. And then you could make random posts and be like, Christmas is only 400 days away, which that's not, it's 365. But like, Christmas is only 200 days away. Start getting your decorations now. Or Christmas in July sale, plan ahead and save some money. Everything's 10% off for a Christmas in July sale. You can absolutely do that. I would do it right now. How do you find the motivation to work on fall and Christmas items for holiday craft shows during the summer months? I'm slowish crocheter, try to stock for summer. Okay, so Erica, are you inside of Crochet Boss Academy and are you a business owner? My advice to you would be remember your why. And if you're inside of Crochet Boss Academy, that makes sense to you. Or if you saw my masterclass couple in February that makes sense to you. You have to remember your why, and you have to keep your eye on the prize, and overcome your want to focus on your need. Now, you can make time for selfish crochet and you can do fun things, but if you do not make money in the summer because you are in a winter shop, it's not worth your time or energy. And if you okay, so if you don't make money in the summer and you make good money in the winter and you are never able, like, you always like sell out of your ready to ship stuff, and then your turnaround time gets really long and you're still getting orders. You know what I mean? You're flooded with orders in the winter. Winter is main bay for you. And you know that if you had more finished products for winter, you would get more sales in the wintertime. You know this because of the market, right? I would focus on winter things. It's going to be hard to show up on social media because people are um all your audience and stuff are going to be focused on summer things right now. Now you can still serve them by saying how to store your beanies for the summer, right? Give them some good ideas for how to store them, so nothing happens to them while they're gone. You can also say things like, you could make jokes like sitting by the pool crocheting beanies, hashtag, because that makes sense. You know what I mean? You could make jokes about it, that's what you're doing. Um, there's a oh man, are they building a nest? I think some birds are building a nest right off my roof. Uh, so when it comes to motivation, I have a YouTube video that I think will help you. Um, it's indirect, but I think it will help you. And I'm going to grab it for you. Copy link address. Here you go. Erica, check that one out when you get time. It's fairly short, like 10 minutes, 10 or 11 minutes, I think. 9 minutes, even better. So check that one out when you can, and hopefully that will help. I got a lot of custom orders for items such as Pokemon and Disney. I make them, not post them for sale on my site, but I post them on my social media, show people requests I get. Is this okay? So Super Softball 2024 or 2014, I do not want to tell you what to do. You are an adult. You get to make your own decisions. I can give you my personal opinion and my experience. And it also speaks to your goals. What is your goal as a business owner? Are you trying to build um, are you trying to build a business that you will be able to use for a long time and grow and scale and get up to six figures? Is that your goal? Or are you just a hobbyist that likes to make a little extra money on the side and you're all about the one-off things to get some pocket change? My answer would be different based on who you are. If you are trying to build a business that will last, that you can quit your day job, retire your husband, whatever it is you're trying to do with your business. You do not want to build a business around selling copyrighted characters. One, it's illegal. It's illegal to do. You can be charged if they wanted to do that. They can do that. It's not, you're not safe from not sharing it on Etsy, and you're not safe from that. You are still at risk. You are still risking it. People do it every day. You're going to say, but I see these other shops and crochet designers put out patterns and those patterns blow up, and I am envious. I am jealous of their traffic and growth in that moment, but I do not ever release copyrighted things. I got close when I released my mouse ears hat, but Disney was in court fairly recently and they tried to trademark mouse ears, and the court, I don't know which court it was, said no, you cannot trademark two circles on a head and call it, you can't do that. So we are allowed to sell mouse ear things. We cannot sell Mickey Mouse hats or Mickey Mouse headbands. We cannot sell black hats with black mouse ears and a red bow with white polka dots. That you can, but you are going to get in trouble eventually. Probably going to get caught eventually, and you cannot build a business, a sustainable, scalable, long-term business with those products because they are not your own. And I know it feels like they are, and it kind of is, like, because we made it with our hands and it can't be replicated. Crochet cannot be replicated even by the same pair of hands. Everyone is going to be slightly different because crochet is by hand. Nobody's perfect. We're not calibrated machines, right? Like we are. So it feels like it's your own, but in the eye of the law, it is not, and you are profiting from somebody else's hard work. yes, that somebody else is a bazillionaire. And yes, that somebody else is still going to be a bazillionaire if people sell crocheted Minnie Mouse hats. Okay. But they don't think that way. I don't know what their motivations are. I can tell you how it feels to me, but obviously I don't know for sure because I don't have their heart. I have my own heart. Um, Only they and Jesus know their motivation, but it is not good business. It is not smart. There are also other Etsy sellers who have print on demand businesses where they have like shirts and they will be of copyrighted characters or copyrighted phrases and they will make thousands of dollars, like six, seven, eight, 10, $25,000, and then they will have to close down their business and then they will have to do it again and start from scratch. If that is not your ideal of a good time, I would not ever do that. Now I post as it does, it's different for a designer, same but different. So I post my mouse hat, and anyone with any sort of creativity would know how to modify said pattern to make a Mickey Mouse version if they wanted to. But I'm not teaching you how to do that. I'm not encouraging you to do that. I'm not giving you a sly tip to be like, we could make a Mickey Mouse one out of this. I'm not doing any of that. If you watch my video, I did not. So I said the word Disney in my video out loud because I went on a Disney vacation with my family, and that's what inspired, or that's why I made the hat or something. But if you look at the closed captioning, I took the word Disney and I changed it to vacation. And I made sure that there was no techie of the word Disney except for my audible voice, and they can search audible voices. They can do that. But I did everything I could to protect myself from getting busted but even if they did catch me, um, it's mouse ears. So my finished thing is mouse ears. Whether how I came to it is not, you know what I mean? So I'm protected, but I do not do that. And it's because I'm building a lasting business and I do not want to risk it. It's not worth the risk for me. Now, everybody gets to choose what they are willing to risk. Everybody gets to make their own decisions, how risky they want to be in life. And there is no judgment coming from me. I wish you all the success and I hope that nothing bad ever happens to all of you. Even the designers that I'm very, very jealous of their growth, right? I'm very jealous, but I'm like, good for them, but also be careful. But also, I wish that I was getting that. You know what I mean? Um, but it's not smart business. That's the best thing that I can tell you is it's not smart business. I hope this is helpful. Let's see what conversations are happening down here. So she said it was a spring gnome. Can you send me a picture, Gen X Stitch? Will you send me a picture from the listing that you had in on Instagram? I'd love to see. I'm very confused. Appeal it. There we go. That's the word. Appeal it. Dispute. These are great words. Yeah. Dispute it, Gen X Stitch. I think it was an accident. Like I think an algorithm told you to do it. They told you, like humans, or an automated response. And because if you are a star seller, you can chat with them on a chat box to an actual human. And I've done it like 3, 4 times now, and it's usually fairly helpful. And then they say we won't reactivate it. Say, okay, can I relist it then? What word do you not want me to use? What word is flagging your system? And I will relist it because obviously it has nothing to do with drugs or drug paraphernalia. It is a springtime gnome. Um, also, there's drug paraphernalia all over Etsy. So I really don't understand this at all. If an item does not sell due to price, should I consider lowering the price? Okay, let me save that question. I start it so I can get to it. April is halfway to Halloween. If you want to advertise getting ready for Halloween, business owners didn't get in. Business owners didn't get in time. Okay, yes, she is a business owner. Okay, how do you stay motivated when you have zero sales? I will get to you. I start it. Oh man, we're already 30 minutes in. Okay. Okay, off topic. I love your earrings. Thank you. These are macrame, not crochet. 100%. Okay. Okay. So it's all right to use items such as your patterns. I have quite a few among others since my designers give permission. Okay. So I'm going to An email response. I'm brand new. Try to call them. See if you can call them and talk to a human and then be like, what did I do? This is obviously not drug paraphernalia. What did I do? You know what I mean? Try to call them. Thank you for singing through Instagram. Okay, I'm going to pound out these last few questions because I got to finish doing party planning. Look at this. Can you see that? Party planning stuff. Okay. Okay, we already did that one. So, pumpkin tea crochet. I never recommend lowering the price ever because it sets bad psychology in the thought of your consumer. If you lower your price, you are spitting in the face of everyone who paid full price. And if nobody has purchased it yet, but they saw the price and then you lowered the price, they're going to say, she doesn't even value her own work. So why should I? So I don't recommend lowering your price. I recommend starting low and raising your price as necessary. Also, you can do sales. You can have regular sales if you want to and make it cheaper because it's on sale. Something to think about. Okay. How do you stay motivated when you have zero sales? Show up till you blow up. Heather, pay attention to what's happening. Look at the market. Are you getting views but not clicks? Are you getting clicks but not sales in your Etsy shop? What do you think is deterring people? Maybe you're getting views, meaning you're showing up on the search page, but you're not getting clicks, which means your thumbnail is not attention grabbing enough. Change your thumbnail. Do something better in your pictures. If you're inside of Crochet Boss Academy, check out the two Etsy modules that will help you make sure you're set up properly. You got good pictures and all the pictures that you need to make sure that you have and such. But don't just sit on your hands and be like, I'm just going to wait for a sale to happen. Oh, they're not happening. I'm sad. No, dive in, dig deeper, learn more, do some trial and error. Look at what other people are doing and how can you apply that to your business. Who are you talking to? Are you trying to sell to everybody or are you honing it into somebody? Tell them why they need the thing that you sell. Where are you promoting it? Are you promoting it on social media? Are you promoting it on Pinterest? Are you just putting it up on Etsy and hoping it will sell? Do you not even have an Etsy shop and you're just selling through Facebook Marketplace because you need an Etsy shop? These are all kinds of things that you can be thinking about and doing. If something's not working, dive in, figure out why, keep looking, keep tweaking until you can figure it out. And if it still doesn't work after you've done everything possible and you know that you exhausted all other options, maybe the market's telling you those we don't want those. Come up with some new ideas. Find some other products that people will want. It's not your fault if they don't want them. It's not your fault if they're not trendy. Messy bun beanies will not be trendy forever. And my sales have went so fast. And I actually took them out of my shop. I'm done doing that for now. But for like 2 or 3 years, it was hot as all get out, and then it just slowly dwindled, and now it's like so few compared to what it was. So messy bun beanies aren't as cool as they used to be right now. They will come back. 10, 15 years, they'll be that new generation's gonna be like, oh, how cool is this? Got a hole in it for my messy bun, and we're gonna be really old, and we're gonna be like, if only they knew I'm actually of a crafty concept. Mine went viral. You don't know what viral means because now it's called something else. You know what I mean? But keep working, do more different work and make it happen for yourself. Listen to podcasts, listen to tactical videos that tell you actionable things that you can do to make changes in your business. Not just overall advice like this, but like if you're worried about your Etsy listing, go look up some videos about how to do Etsy well. Be very specific. Listen to podcasts about how to do Etsy well. Go to the Etsy Seller Handbook. Google Etsy Seller Handbook and it will take you to the Etsy Seller Handbook and search in there. Keywords, how to get more sales. Do some searching and see what Etsy has to tell you. You can't just set it up and hope that it will sell on its own. Yes, it is, Stephanie. When my shop went viral in 2017 or 18, I had $67,000 in sales in that 1 year, in revenue in that 1 year. And that was finished pieces. Let's see. No, it was not that. It was not that. It was 100 and something. Remember? Hang on. Tilly is crying. No. Tilly's right there asleep. Who's crying? Theo? Maybe she was crying in her sleep. I think she was sleep crying. You okay? You okay, baby? I think she was sleep crying. You can. Yes, you can. You need also, did you see my masterclass back in February? Twinkie Chan. There was two examples of women that I had other than myself. So I made over, I think it was like 100 and something, 102, 120, 112, I don't remember. In 1 year of revenue, not profit. And then Twinkie Chan had a business built around selling finished pieces, and her stuff was sold in Hot Topic. And then a girl named Nikki sells finished pieces, and she has like 5 women in the Midwest, maybe more. Actually, maybe that wasn't a number. And they sell finished knitwear, hats and sweaters. She sells $450 hand knit sweaters, and that's her only. She does not design, and she has a very lucrative business. You can take crochet businesses as big or as small as you want to. Absolutely. Last one. Is it all right to use items such as your pattern? Okay, so yes, you are welcome to sell your finished pieces that you make from my patterns. I give permission for that with my patterns. Taylor of Taylor Lane Crochet gives permission. Sierra of Sierra's Crafty Creations give permission. Nicole of Woven Tell Designs gives permission. Pretty sure 3 a.m. Grace Designs gives permission. I guess Mama Made Minis, because everybody sells those, so I'm assuming she's okay with it. But you have to ask the designer. I need to make a list. Wouldn't that be nice? A blog post of designers that have all given permission, and then you could like check like the what's it called? Not a catalog, but like a whatever big old list, and you could go search for that person and see if they've already given permission. Then you don't have to reach out to them and wait a day to respond. And you know what I mean? None of that. I need to make a list and reach out to all my designer friends and just put out a call and say, hey, if you are open to people selling the finished pieces they make from your business, let me know. And I'm going to create a list so we can start having a database. That's the word. Okay. That is all of the questions. You definitely want to ask the designers though. Okay. I have an Etsy and post on Instagram and TikTok. Okay. Add Pinterest, Heather. Add Pinterest. Go to simplepinmedia.com. Go to this website. And yeah, some people say within the pattern if they give permission, but some people don't. And some people say that you cannot sell it. And if you are a finished piece seller, do not buy that pattern, because that is not going to help you reach your why. That would be my advice for that. Okay, so yeah, and be mindful of that. That is their right, by the way. It's a hot topic, but it is legally their right. I spoke to a lawyer with my mouth and her mouth. Our mouths were speaking in real life to each other at the 2018 Midwest Craft Conference. She was a handmade person and a lawyer, so the perfect person to talk about these kinds of things. And she told me very clearly that it is called derivative works, and if they say you can't sell it, we can't sell it. Okay, that's everything. Sorry, Abigail. Yes, it's best to ask permission. Always ask permission just to be safe. But if it's one of mine, you're hands down able to do it. Okay, thanks for hanging out. I hope you found something helpful. I hope you took notes. Listen to this. If you took notes during today's, oh, this is a good idea. If you took notes during today's Ask Ashley live, if you're watching the replay, this doesn't count. I have to have some sort of cutoff. But if you're not, I don't even care. I don't even care. If you took notes during this live, or you're watching the replay and you took notes, I want you to send me a screenshot of your notes. I'm not going to read them. I'm going to read them a little bit, but I'm not going to like go into detail and like get your personal stuff. I want you to send me an email to this one to claim your free PDF, because I'm going to send you a crochet pattern of your choice. This is going to be for 24 hours. So by 11 a.m. tomorrow, Friday, if you get me an email to support@acraftyconcept.com before 11 a.m. on Friday, April 14th, you will get a free PDF of your choice, because you did the work and you took notes, and I'm proud of you, and I'm going to reward you for your work because I want you to succeed. And I believe deeply taking notes is going to help you succeed. So if you took notes during today's live, send me a picture of them to this email, and we will send you a PDF of your choice. Mackenzie is the one that handles this email, and she does not know this is coming, and she's going to have a lot to get through, so give her some time and grace, okay? But she will send them to you. one PDF of your choice. I just need to see your notes that you took. So that's going to be fun. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for working hard. Abigail, throw some notes together. Brain dump some stuff that came to you while you were listening. If it was in your brain, write it down. You can brain dump it now, and send me a picture, because I want to see your notes. I want to see that you are taking notes and that you are actively listening and you're growing your business and you are doing good things. And I'm proud of you. So send those to that email right there. It's not necessarily a winner, but it's a gift for you. And we'll get back to you. Give us some time and grace, like literally a week, okay, a whole thing, because this might get super flooded super fast. So I will see you guys later. I'm going to go work on Ava's birthday party invitations. At least check out the replay. It's getting ready to be live. Take some notes. Send me a picture of it. Okay, I'll see you guys later. Tomorrow or next week, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Same time, same place. Bye. Well, bye.